Hello, Mr. Greg?
Yeah.
Alright.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you? Good. You're going somewhere below downtown?
Yeah, 3rd Street South.
3rd Street, alright.
Down there by Campiello's and...
Mr. Greg, do you mind if I record our ride for my YouTube channel?
No problem.
No problem? Well, today's my lucky day. Here you go, it's my card.
Cool, thanks.
No, I don't promise that I will publish anything, but some rides I like to publish.
That's cool.
Actually, most of my rides that I record. But today, I haven't had one person yet refuse publishing.
No?
No. Usually it's about half. Half the people say, yeah, it's cool, and then the other half says, no, please no. But today, tonight I'm gonna have a lot of work.
That's good.
Yeah. So can I ask, what do you do?
Yeah, I'm a bartender at Campiello's.
Oh, okay. Nice. You're the guy that makes all the money. No?
Sometimes. It's not a bad place.
I mean, that's still the better part of town. Come on.
No, you're right. People spend money there. People
I
spend
would
money.
say. I haven't eaten there yet, but maybe one day.
You should check it out.
Yeah. Is it that Italian place? I think I just had the daughters of the owner. Do you by any chance know if the owner has 2 daughters?
It's possible.
Is that the same owner as Molton?
No.
No.
It's the same owner as Continental.
Oh, okay. No,
which is right, kind of just right next door.
Oh, okay. I just had the daughters of the owner of Molton in the car.
Oh.
And she owns now 3 restaurants too, so I've got the other ones, but that would be a little bit too much of a coincidence, I guess. But as a bartender, you're more like a social worker, no?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sometimes how I feel.
Yeah.
Am I a driver? I'm not sure. Although, honestly, since that the camera is here, the stories have somewhat calmed down. I don't get the creme de la creme anymore. Because
that's funny.
Yeah. But mostly your place, you have to deal with wealthy people. So those stories are probably different.
Definitely different. Yeah, I've worked at all sorts of places. You know, I've worked at the little dive places where they're open till 2 in the morning and there's bar fights.
Oh really?
Oh yeah. No security, so either I go break it up or I just let them fight.
I was just gonna say, you look like a big guy, and you were probably the.
But I don't like to get involved. You know, I'm not paid enough money to do that.
No, probably not.
So we call the police and wait for them to come.
Right. So you're from here?
I'm from Ohio.
Ohio.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Seems like a lot of this town is also
from Ohio.
Yeah. Yeah.
Quite a few actually. There's not a lot of people really from Naples, really. They're definitely minority.
Where are you from?
I'm from the Netherlands. And, I have 2 American kids, and it was time for them to go to college. So best for them to do that here.
Yeah.
That's why we're here.
Nice.
Yeah. You know, the US is still like the greatest opportunity for the kids to go to school. Yeah, and they like it, so it's good. Well, what brought you to Naples though, from Ohio? Let me see, Ohio, that's Chicago, no? No, that's Illinois.
Yeah, it's nearby. It's maybe like 300 miles from there.
All right.
But same weather, same type of land. I had grandparents that used to vacation here in the winters. Came to visit them a couple times, and
you never left.
When I was young, I was like 21. I was here for like a week vacation. At the time, I was working construction in Ohio, and was on a break and found a hotel hiring on the beach here in Naples, and I said, oh my gosh, let me apply for a job and stay with my grandparents in the condo on the beach for a couple weeks, and then that was it. I moved.
A couple of weeks became a couple of months.
Became a couple of years, yeah.
And how long have you now been here?
Well, off and on, maybe 20 years, but I've left. Okay. I've left several times for.
Oh, really?
For 3 years, for 5 years, yeah.
Oh, okay. May I ask for what reasons?
Work reasons. Okay. I moved to Las Vegas once for about 5 years.
For work in Las Vegas? Like what kind of work?
Poker.
Also bartender?
To play poker.
To play poker?
Yeah, I was a poker player professionally.
Here we go. That's your story. Now it's getting interesting.
Yeah, maybe 7 years I did that.
How can you make a living playing poker?
They say it's a hard way to make an easy living. But yeah, you can.
Depends. Yeah, that depends on it's a hard. Say that again.
It's a hard way to make an easy living. I mostly went to the casino every day and 8 or 9 o'clock at night, played until sometimes midnight, sometimes 4 in the morning, sometimes noon the next day. It just depends on if the games are good or not.
So would you consider that an addiction, or was it pure work, or just the fun and work?
I mean, you're not really, if you're making money at it, it's probably not going to be an addiction.
Right.
Some people have gambling issues for sure, but
yeah,
most of the time poker is not where they release the addiction side of gambling, you know?
Right.
It's not as...
It's more the slots.
There's more quicker ways to win and lose your money.
Right. The real gambling and stuff. Now, poker is still an art.
Definitely. There's skill involved. There's also luck involved.
Luck? And then with poker, you work together with the table against the bank, or no?
Oh,
you work against each other?
Against each other.
Yeah.
And then the casino hosts the game, so the casino takes a small piece of every hand you play.
Yeah.
That's how they pay for hosting the game, providing security, obviously, and you know that it's going to be an honest game.
So exactly how does the casino get paid though? Because the bets are on the table, the winner takes the bets. And then the casino chips off a little bit from that?
In the small stake, yeah, in the small stake games, the casino takes like between $2 and $5. The dealer just has a little box, takes $2 or $5 depending on the size of the pot, and drops it into the box every single hand that you play.
Every single hand, $2 or $5. Yeah, okay.
And then if you play a little higher stakes, they do it differently, and they just charge the players at the table. The rates now are something like between $6 and $8 per 30 minutes. So
they charge the players?
Yeah, so every time they change the dealer, the casino changes dealers every 30 minutes. So when a new dealer sits down, before he deals any hands, he makes every player pay him this $7. And then they don't take anything out of the pot that way. They're just charging you basically $15, $16 an hour to sit there.
But
that's actually more profitable for the player to do it that way. You pay less rate that way.
Yeah.
Than you do if them taking $3 every hand.
And then the guy that is handing what is his name? The guy that hands out the cards?
He's the dealer.
The dealer. So the dealer has an hourly wage?
Sure.
Gets tipped probably?
Tips in addition, yeah.
By you?
More of his income is from tips than hourly for sure.
Probably.
It's not a bad job.
No. Well, so that's also an art. But you were good enough to play for 5 years. There, to make an income. So what were typically your bets levels?
My main game in the casino was $5 $10 game, where you sit with between $500 and $1,500 at the table.
Okay. That's not peanuts. Huh. And then what would your monthly income be? Oh, does that fluctuate a lot?
Very much fluctuates, yeah.
Oh, really?
Some months you lose money. Some months you make
Tons.
20,000, 30,000 in the month, you know? It's very big swings.
Oh, wow.
That's kind of why I still play, but now I play part-time.
Just for fun or still to
No,
make
it's still to make
money?
money. I still make money with it, but
Here in Naples, there's a casino in Naples?
there's a good one up in Bonita.
Bonitas. Oh,
Used to be
yeah.
the dog track. Now it's just called the Naples Fort Myers Poker Room.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah.
I dropped off some people there once.
You can also play online now too, though.
It's true, right?
A lot of websites, and I mostly play online when I'm working a lot, so it's easier. You don't have to leave the house.
It's true, but can you trust those websites though? Play online?
Some you can, some you can't.
That seems a little tricky. You get dealt cards by a computer system.
Sure.
The computer.
Well, the reason you can't trust the casino games. Like, for example, you wouldn't want to play slot machines on the internet or blackjack on the internet, because those games are obviously going to be, what do you want to call it, rigged.
Yeah.
In the house's favor. But
Right.
when it's a poker game, it's the same as in the casino, where the host of the game, the software, the poker site, they don't really have any reason to mess with the cards and screw with the players, because they're doing the same thing.
That's
They're taking that $3 every single hand. So
Yeah.
you know, the more games they run, the more tables they run, the more $3 a hand they can generate for themselves. So they're actually incentivized to run an honest game and
Yeah.
to pay you out when you need to be, and so on.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. And so, but online though, you never see the faces of the other people, and isn't that the art of the game also with poker? That is where the poker face comes from.
It's a small piece for sure.
It's a small piece.
Yeah, but it's more about tendencies, and online they all have a name. Like, I have a name that I cannot change. My name online is whatever I created my account with, and that's my name forever on that site. So
then
so
people
I
start-
can get to know the players. Yeah.
That you know when somebody folds and stuff like that.
Sure. And you run, nowadays there's software we run over the site that it overlays the table, and it tracks everybody. It tracks every hand I play, and it tells me Mikey 667 tells me his tendencies right in front of
Oh,
me
really?
in real time.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Now, supposedly everybody does that.
Anybody who's a winning player does it, yes. Because the software is very cheap, and why wouldn't you run it? It's legal, it's allowed by the site, so you definitely want to do it.
So that gives you a lot of insights in how the other players behave.
Correct.
What they're... How can you then win the game? Only by luck? When you have good cards?
That's a broad question. I mean,
Yeah. I have never played poker, so
Yeah,
can you tell?
yeah. Well, the most money comes from the bad players. Like, you target the bad player at the table, which
Oh, yeah.
you can learn him very quickly. It maybe takes like 4 or 5 hands being dealt there, and you'll see, oh, that player is not playing good. And then against them, it's not too hard. Against the good players, you're kind of just looking for small advantages.
Yeah. Or try not to lose too much.
Correct. Yeah.
And then make your big things with the bad players.
Mm-hmm.
But so it's also the software that tells you what are the better players or not. Probably.
Sure.
It's just like in the movies, man. I saw this cool movie and I don't even remember, but you know, it's this kid with a bunch of Italians or something. It was this famous. He's like from the Bourne.
Rounders. I think it was called Rounders. Do you remember? It was Matt Damon in the movie?
Yeah, with Matt Damon, exactly. Yeah,
mhm.
yeah.
That was the original poker movie, I think.
Yeah.
It
I like
kicked
that
off a
movie.
lot of popularity for the game
Yeah.
10, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Everybody was playing then.
Hey man, it's wow. You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta do what you love doing, and if you're good at it, because there's a lot of people trying. You gotta have an edge. You sure did, because otherwise you wouldn't survive that for 5 years.
Sure. Yeah, everyone's edge is a little different. Some is bigger, some is smaller.
Sure.
But
You never played like professional poker in the sense that, well, basically you did, because you living off of it.
Yeah, yeah.
But like tournaments and stuff?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh really? Yeah.
I still go out to the World Series of Poker each summer in the Vegas and play a couple tournaments.
To play yourself?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's a very big event. Like it goes from middle of May until middle of July, and there's up to like I think it's upwards of 80 or 100 events now. So when I lived there, I used to play more, you know. But now that I'm not in Nevada anymore, I go out and play 1 or 2, 3 over a weekend.
Okay. But in these big tournaments, have you ever won big time? Or
nah, nothing too big, you know.
Nothing too big.
Small caches, small stuff.
So I don't have to ask for your signature.
So you're not gonna find me on the $1 million leaderboards or anything.
No, no. I don't have to look you up online.
Yeah. This summer I played just one, and I think I finished. There were 1,500 players, and I finished like 97th or something.
Wow.
Which still paid some money. It paid
yeah.
a couple $1,000s, but it wasn't anything crazy.
Yeah, but you're still up there.
Yeah.
With the best, but not good enough to stand on the podium.
Sure, but now if you get top 10, you're gonna make 6 figures plus, you know.
Oh really? You gotta keep trying. Maybe one day.
Oh, for sure.
No,
I will.
You will. Maybe one day start a casino here. I mean, isn't this a good place to, with all these rich people
I know.
in Naples?
I know. There must be
They must be playing.
There must be laws about it or something. The city must not want to bring it in or something. Because I agree. Like they have that casino out in Immokalee. It's pretty far, so it's like 40 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
People don't want to drive out that far.
No.
And if the city would allow it, I feel like someone would have already have built one in here.
Not even to Bonita. Bonita, that is such a commercial thing. It's ugly, I think, from the outside anyway. But you need to have a classy place in here. You know, that doesn't even say casino on the front.
Yeah.
Where just people know where to go. And I'm sure that there must be legal stuff happening, maybe.
Oh, there definitely are home games for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you would want to do it commercially, yeah, maybe one day. Yeah. Well, I hope you get to meet the mayor one day and ask him that question. Hey, let's start a classy casino, or a classy, I don't know what you call it. Don't call it a casino because it's too Las Vegas-y. Can I drop you off here on the corner?
Yep, this is perfect.
I don't see any parking spots and great tickets. Well, Greg, it was nice talking to you.
Of course, I appreciate the ride.
All right.
Have a good day.
You too.
Good luck to you.
Thanks.